your enemies are mad cooked. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, your enemies are mad cooked. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say I'm done with you. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say I'm done with you. See, I need y'all to understand the real truth of the matter right now, right? People want you to still be in connection with them. They still want to be associated with you, all right? They want to be around you so bad, but you don't want to have anything to do with them. This can be a person that you was in a relationship with, a family member who you shared the same space with, a friend who you once had a bond with, or even somebody who was new and encountered your path. But the point is that they miss you. They want you to be back on the same thing with them. And see, here's the thing, y'all. True chosen ones do not go back and revisit the past or go back to those who or what broke them. You follow what I'm saying? Like true chosen ones, they don't revisit the past and they don't go back to who or what broke them. All right. We have true discerning spirits. And the problem with that is people don't want you to have that powerful of a spirit. All right. So at one point, they probably use certain words that pulled your emotional strings. They probably used certain game that manipulated you. They probably said or did certain things that made you change your mind. However, y'all, it's a new day. You're not the same person who you were back in 2025. You're not the same person who you once were 5 years ago, 5 months ago, 5 days ago, 5 minutes ago. I really don't care. The point is, y'all, is that they played out. And your enemies are mad cooked. Do you remember back in elementary school, those same people who went to middle school that was cool at one point were not as cool in middle school? And then when you went to middle school, the same people who was cool there was probably not as cool in high school. You know, maybe they was the local celebrity, the football player, the cheerleader every man wanted or every young man wanted. You know, the person who was the talk of the city. It happens, y'all. But guess what happened after they graduated school? Once mommy and daddy stopped sponsoring their lifestyle, they fell flat on their faces. And it's not to say you was waiting on it, but only the strong survive, y'all. All right, and that's true as it can get. Only the strong can survive. But the point is, y'all, is this right here. They played out. Your enemies are mad cooked. And that's the same thing with your situation right now. And so we going to speak about the family. A lot of people going to be mad, but that's what this channel is about. They going to be mad at us chosen ones all the time. You got to get used to it. But anyway, y'all, how y'all doing, man? What y'all got going on? Y'all know I'm in your business. Drop in the comments. Let me know what you ate. Let me know how your day was. Really, y'all, I just had some Sakura, Japan. It's like a restaurant inside the mall. It's vegetables, hibachi, you know, it's real good, y'all. I'm sure some of y'all probably know, but that's what I had to eat today. I did some content on my Reno Speaks Riches channel. I did the Drewski reaction video. Just gave my honest opinion. If y'all are interested, you can check it out on my other channel. But that's pretty much what I did today and did some content and watched some content, right? But outside of that, y'all, that's what's going on. Y'all drop in the comments and let me know what y'all had going on today, right? But anyway, family, be sure to leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's get right into it, y'all. Number one, this is a sign that your enemies are cooked. You called their bluff. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you call their bluff. A lot of times, y'all, people be selling wolf tickets. And I know what y'all are thinking. You know, that's street terminology. And a lot of times, y'all, in the streets, people be like, you selling wolf tickets because somebody are portraying like they want to fight, but really don't. But I'm not even just talking about from a physical standpoint. But sometimes, y'all, people do things emotionally to other individuals that they are not ready to receive back. You follow what I'm saying? For example, you may say, hey, I want to break up. I don't want us to be together anymore. It's all cool as long as the dynamics have yet to change or shift. What do you mean by that, Reno? Well, when this person is still stuck on you, still crying, you know, you like, yeah, I can move on. But the moment they be like, oh, okay, cool. All right, I'm out the door. I'm gone. It make you want to change your mind, especially if that's not really what you was on. that was an emotional wolf ticket, right? Let's just say if a person wants to start an intellectual war, right? Well, when I start spitting out my knowledge and when I start speaking and articulating myself in a way that's eloquent and above your level, then you just may show that you really wasn't ready for that, right? The point is, y'all, is that I called your bluff when I really took it there. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I'll take it there for real. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I'll take it there for real. So that's what I'm really saying, y'all. When you call your enemies bluff, your enemies are going to be mad cooked, all right? Fried on the inside, pissed off, but they won't move or do anything because they know you really about their life. Once again, y'all, I'm not talking about anything gangster. I'm just saying in general, whatever it is. There was a podcast, the 5150 Show with Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels, and I really stand on Anton Daniels' side because, number one, I don't think that what he did or said was wrong. Just my opinion from watching the whole thing from top to bottom. But also, I believe that as a man, he stood on his square. And I believe that he called Corey Holcomb's, bluff, right? And so what I seen from that is you thought that this guy was some sophisticated intellectual guy who was a nerd, and wasn't willing and ready to stand on his square. And once he did, things took a slight turn. It wasn't like anybody went inside their cave and was shaking out their boots, but it was a respect there, underlined it, but nobody on the flip side, which is Corey Holcomb's side, acknowledged it, right? Anton kept saying, bro, I respect your podcast. So it was, understood that that's what Anton was on. However, Corey still ain't tell him that I respect you. But I believe that there was some respect there because, see, you wasn't expecting for him to stand on his square. Reno, what are you saying right now? That is an example of a person calling somebody's bluff, right? That's an example of a person calling somebody's bluff. You thought I wasn't going to stand my ground. You thought I wasn't going to stand on business. You thought I wasn't going to go toe-to-toe with you, give you back the same energy you gave me. Yeah. And now you're seeing that I am a respectable man outside of my money, outside of my intellect, outside of what I have attained, but just as a man. You call their bluff. And that's the same thing with yourself, y'all. You called their bluff. They were speaking things that they really didn't mean. They were saying things that they really wasn't willing to stand on. They was doing all type of different things that they did not expect for you to even know about. Once you called their bluff, y'all, they were immediately cooked. Number two is going to be this right here, family. They can't get under your skin, all right? They cannot get under your skin. A lot of times, y'all, people want to see the worst in you, right? People want to see you, get low. They want to see you go to hell. You follow what I'm saying? And when you don't give them that actually make people mad, all right? Misery loves company. I know that's a cliche term and it's so wide range and people misuse it, but it's so true. Misery does love company, all right? If your friend became homeless, whether they have bad intentions or not, they can have pretty good intentions. But I promise you, they wish that you was homeless with them. Why? Because misery loves company. I don't want to be the only one without a house, right? Now, some people are selfless, and I understand that. But most human beings want somebody to go through the same things that they are going through. If one of your friends go to jail, I guarantee you, he wants you in jail with him or she wants you in jail with her. The point is, y'all, is that misery loves company. But to kind of bring my point back around full circle, when they can't get under your skin, that miserable person see that they can't get you in a place of misery with them. I'm going to go right back to the Anton, and Corey Holcomb situation. Anton did get out of character because he was forced there and pushed there. And not only that, but disrespected multiple times. Number one. However, once he came back to his senses, he was like, you know what, man, it's not worth it. He even apologized to the brother. He apologized. And right after he apologized, Corey started going right back to the same thing. All right, you can't accept my apology because you're miserable. And you want me to stay in a miserable state of mind with you or a miserable place with you. I ain't doing that. Reno, what are you saying right now? they can't get under your skin. And that's what pissed them off. Number 3 is going to be this right here, y'all. Their life is unsatisfying, okay? Their life is unsatisfying. So this is the kid who brings bullying to school. All right, I'm going to just say it straight up and down, y'all. This is the kid who brings bullying to school. Bruno, what do you mean by this? So you have the bully who's a bully because that's what he's seen, and and you have the other one who's a bully because that's what he was forced into. Right? So these are the kids who are friends with bullies, and you may not be cool if you're not doing the same thing that I'm doing. So you got a bully or you're not cool. You got 2 types of bullies. One who's forced in it and one who seen it. All right? One who's seen it and it was done to them. So let me give you an example. You got the kid who's, dealing with an abusive father, maybe a manipulative mom, or even a mom who yell and scream all day, right? They take those same learned behaviors to school. Yeah. They take those same learned behaviors to school and they impose them onto other individuals. This is the kid who brings bullying to school. Reno, what are you saying? The reason why they are bringing unsatisfaction to everybody else around them or to everybody that they encounter is because that's all they have at home. That's their reality. Being bullied, being punched in the chest, being placed on punishment for no reason, being yelled at, being scolded. So guess what? I need an outlet. And when I see a nice little young kid right here, or somebody trying to be my friend, or somebody who I can seem to take advantage of, you know what? I'm going to put this bullying on them. Yeah, the same things that's happening to me, I'm going to make it happen to you. You follow what I'm saying? But that is because their life is unsatisfying. Number 4 is going to be this right here, y'all. Another reason why your enemies are cooked is because their environments are fried. Their environments are fried. Y'all ever heard the saying, show me your friends and I'll show you your future? Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Okay, family, if you take a barbershop full of unmarried men, okay, bitter men who can't stand, women, they're misogynist or misogynistic, however you want to put it, all right? Well, I guarantee you, if you take a man who's happily married and place him inside there with him or with them, that marriage is probably going to end, or the friendship with them are going to end. One is going to depart. One is going to go separate ways. You know why? Because you cannot coexist with something or some people who don't have the same beliefs as you. You can't coexist with them for too long. You're going to have to depart. All right. And so that's what I'm saying with this right here, y'all. Their environments are fried. You're in a positive state of mind. They're in a negative state of mind. You are in positive places. They are in negative places. Your enemies are fried because their environments are fried. You follow what I'm saying? Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Number 5 is going to be this right here, y'all. The lack of intellectual capacity. All right. The lack of intellectual capacity. Once again, got to go back to this Anton Daniels podcast. Y'all got to check it out. And it's not his podcast, by the way. It's Corey Holcomb's podcast, right? And Anton was just invited on there as a guest. But once again, intellectual capacity. He was trying to have a real grown man conversation. We're talking about politics. We're talking about Black American history. We're talking about religion. We're talking about what things, originated from. I think they was talking about the Atlantic trade system or something like that. They was talking about, Anton was trying to talk about some heavy things, on the intellectual side. Corey kept getting emotional. Reno, what are you saying right now? When people don't have the intellectual capacity to go back and forth with you, the next thing is emotions. Yeah, the next thing is I can fight better than you. I bet you I can beat you. I can knock you out. Yeah, I can cuss harder than you. I can yell louder than you. I can overtalk you. You follow what I'm saying? You ain't really having no intellectual conversation because you don't have the capacity. And I'm not even just talking about Corey. I'm talking about people who have these situations to where you meet your match. Now you have to resort to other things. Now you got to resort to weapons. Now you got to resort to cussing. Now you got to resort to things that are external. Why don't you just pull it from here? Why don't you just pull it from here? All right? It's because you can't. And so, family, when they lack the intellectual capacity, your enemies are fried. They can't do nothing with you. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. You can't do nothing with me. And that's the truth, y'all. So understand this. Your enemies are mad cooked. All right? Here's the recap, y'all, and then we'll get up out of here. Number one, you call their bluff. Number two, they can't get under your skin. Number three, their life is unsatisfying. Number four, their environments are fried. And number five, y'all, the lack of intellectual capacity. Family, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all go over to the richmentalityattire.com website. Get you a Yes Sir t-shirt, Yes Sir hoodie. Book a one-on-one session with your boy. And of course, family, y'all be sure to hit the Rich Mentality Academy and join the membership so you can meet your tribe. And last but not least, y'all, I promise, go over to the Reno Speech Riches channel. Okay, like the videos, subscribe if anything resonated with you. But I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.